G'day everybody, it's Jared Gray here from Dickens Real Estate in Bright, and on this cracking summer's afternoon I've grabbed Tom from the office and we've come out here to number 123 to 125 Delany Avenue, famous Delany Avenue, to bring you this one-take walkthrough at this magnificent property, also known as Maison Bleue Accommodation, my best French. Come for a walk through the garden, we'll take you through the house, and I will explain just how much is going on at this property, which is significant to say the least. This is a property that just keeps on giving. Whilst Tom walks across and gives you a bit of a look at the front of this house, let me just touch on, there is not a thing that has not been remodeled, redone, replumbed, rewired, re-roofed, stumps checked, repainted, you name it. This property wants for nothing. Full credit to the owners, it's unbelievable. Let's head inside. So we're walking into the residence that also has a nice little reception, because out the back you're about to find 8 accommodation units. So Tom's shown you the reception, little home office. Here's me saying g'day, telling you all the things you can do, grabbing you a brochure and welcoming you to Bright. But then as we step back into the residence space, so we close the door, you've got guest bedroom, which Tom is about to show you. Beautifully appointed, all beautifully done. Doing his best not to get himself in the mirror. So yeah, the main residence itself is basically a 4-bedroom home, but a very, very large 4-bedroom home with this fantastic home theatre. And if you're like me and love a good home movie, or movie night at home, how good. That's a real find. There's a whole heap of joint sort of guest space down the back, which we'll get to later. Massive big walk-in pantry there. And then we step in here, so you close the door, don't know the guests are here, and you've got this huge big home, which is beautiful. This is such great lounge space. And then master bedroom off in the back corner, where Tommy's heading to now. Wraparound verandas on the house, but still such beautiful natural light. Ensuite, at the back of the ensuite, we've got walk-in robe down the back, and then front room, which is set up as a second lounge, but obviously very easily could be a bedroom. Huge room with its own entrance. So maybe this is more accommodation if that's your. And then, bedroom slash another little study space there. Beautiful room. It's all beautiful. I've got to stop saying beautiful. And so yeah, floor plans online when you want to check that out. But residence sort of parents' end, maybe it's manager's end, not sure what it is. It's whatever you want it to be. And then we've got this commercial grade kitchen where Tommy, if you slow down and get a bit of a look, we've got cooking, we've got hand washing, so we met all of our health standards, glasses, dishwasher, glasses washer, and stainless steel everywhere. And then you step into this space here, which you can close off with this very, very clever barn door. But as Tommy does a bit of a loop, you'll see this is where guests have got tea and coffee in their room, but they can come here. You've got a little bit of, rolled oats and set up over here and a toaster, and they come here and have a little bit of brekkie. Maybe they're sitting here having a bit of a quiet read. And this is just fantastic guest space. So we've got all this space out here, and as I say, looking back that way, you've got all of the residence itself, and it's a great multi-use space through here that then links into the home. Out that door, you've got your own laundry, and then on the outside, there's also a guest laundry as well. As I said earlier, this is a property that wants for nothing. As Tommy gives you a bit of a look around as we step on this back veranda, you can't see all of it through the foliage there, but over on our sort of eastern boundary, you've got 7 sealed car parks that lead into that huge big fully lockable shed with workshop, triple car park underneath the carport there, and then you're on these grounds out the back, because the block is like 2,600 odd square metres. So you've just got all of this magic leafy space. That's guest laundry in there, big rotunda there, and then everything's linked by this undercover walkway. Guest room here, can slip around to your side out there. Maybe you've got a veggie patch down the side, you've got the chooks out the side. And then to give an example of a couple of our accommodation rooms, all set, all comes as you see it here in the accommodation rooms. Not the house, you do your own thing in the house. But yeah, bedding's beautiful, little tea and coffee spot where Tom's showing you now, and then yeah, you've already seen your loo, hand basin, shower there. Every room's got its own aircon. So we've got like that large room like you've seen there. We've got a little couch at the end, somewhere to kick back. And then we've got the smaller version. So there's 4 of each in the accommodation facility itself. And they've got the twin, this one's got the twin bed set up. Some of them have got the queens in there as well. Again, fan, Dakin reverse cycle, hanging robe space, and then yeah, shower, tea and coffee. And everyone's got a little spot to sit outside. If you want to sit out here, maybe got a little glass of wine, you've just been out to Ring a Wreath or Feathertop, or maybe you've been able to convince Mick Del Bosco to sell you some Refusco, and you're sitting here, and then yeah, more down here, it just keeps going. They're all accommodation rooms as well. And then yeah, if you want to, you just pop back out into the shady lawn, and maybe you just pull up a spot under the tree and have a read. And that's if you're running as guest accommodation. Maybe this is a massive big family compound. It's just so much going on. 2,600 odd square metres, as I said, here at 123 to 125 Delany Avenue. 4-bed house, like a massive house, plus all the reception area, theatre room, lounge space. And then out the back here, beside the garage, we've got these 8 accommodation units. And there's so much more to talk about. Literally, we just scratched the surface. But hopefully this is just giving you a little bit of a taste of what there is to talk about here, because it's a fantastic property that is well worth you picking up the phone, or even better, why don't you organise the time to come down and have a bit of a look with me and explore what these amazing opportunities might provide for you. Max is going to throw all the details up on the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and can't wait to chat to you about Maison Bleu accommodation.